Barrett, please.
As a representative of the People Before Profit Alliance and a socialist, Michel Barnier, I am a thorough internationalist, an implacable supporter of international solidarity and an implacable opponent of the racist and far-right forces that are now rising in Europe. But I ask you in all sincerity, can we trust you with the issues of international solidarity, or indeed with the issues of the free movement of people as they pertain to Europe or to this country? This week, 250 desperate refugees fleeing North Africa drowned in the Mediterranean because of the EU's Fortress Europe policies. Not free movement policies, policies denying free movement to desperate people. Can we trust you with international solidarity when Jean-Claude Trichet threatened to let off, I quote, a financial bomb in Dublin if our government even suggested to burn the gambling bondholders who crippled our economy and whose activities inflicted absolutely cruel and vicious austerity on hundreds of thousands of our citizens, leaving us still today with the legacy of the worst housing and homelessness crisis in the history of the state, a health service that has been savaged, incredible hardship imposed on some of our most vulnerable citizens. And even now, the EU fiscal rules, of which I think you are a significant architect, cripple our ability to deal with those problems. So I don't trust the European Union, Mr Barnier, to do a deal that will vindicate the needs and aspirations of the citizens of this country, because you have failed to do so in recent years and indeed have imposed similar hardship on countries like Greece and Spain and Italy. But if we are to give you any credibility in your commitments today, can I just ask you a few simple questions? Will you guarantee, not consider, will you guarantee that Europe will not try and break up the free travel area between Britain and the UK? Will you guarantee that the European Union will not impose a hard border between the north and south of this country? And if you believe in democracy, as the European Union professes to do, will you give us a vote in this country on the final deal in the negotiations between the European Union and the UK, so we can decide democratically in this country whether we believe the best deal has been done? And if you cannot give those guarantees, frankly, all the noble aspirations mean very, very little indeed. And it is the failure to give guarantees and promises on democracy, on rights, and to vindicate genuine international solidarity that is actually the reason for the existential crisis that the European Union is now facing. And it is to that the European Union better address itself very quickly if the dangerous forces that are rising in Europe are not to gain further advance.